Air fried chicken wings are a good alternative for some delicious crispy chicken wings when you don't want to be deep frying them. Let me show you how to make it.
Let's talk wings. I'm using 2.5 pounds of drumettes and flats, which will yield about 25 wings. Now for my seasonings, I'm going to actually keep it kind of simple because all the flavor is going to come from the buffalo sauce. So for the first seasoning, although not really a seasoning, I'm going to be using baking powder. And what the baking powder is going to let me do is help that skin dry out, drop the pH level as well, which will then give me a better caramelization when I cook it in the oven. So the baking powder is very crucial. You can't really cook it without it. I mean, you can, but it's just not going to be all that crispy. So include it. I'm also going to season with salt because that's going to help it season it through, and pepper because flavor. So now in a bowl big enough for the wings, I'm going to dump both trays of wings in. Take that paper thing out, obviously. And now I'm going to season with 1 heaping teaspoon of baking powder, a big pinch of salt, and as much pepper as I desire. And with my hands, I'm just going to go ahead and stir it up, mixing everything through, making sure that the baking powder, salt, pepper mixture is coating every piece of chicken wing, because this is what's going to help it dry out and bring that pH level down, like I said before. So once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and lay out my chicken wings on a wire rack on a tray. And what the wire rack is going to let me do is let that air circulate around the wings so that it will get nice and dry when I cook it. But now I'm going to go ahead and store it in the fridge for at least half an hour, overnight if you can, but I'm going to do half an hour. Now you can't have wings without a dip. I personally like ranch, but I know there are blue cheese people out there. So let me know in the comments below. Are you a ranch person or a blue cheese? But let's make ranch today. So to a bowl, I'm going to go in with 1/3 cup of buttermilk. That's going to give me the tanginess of that ranch. And then equal parts mayo as well. So another 1/3 cup of mayo. So now I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of dried dill. I'm going to go in also with 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon onion powder. This is what gives it that ranchiness that you're familiar with. And also I'm going to sprinkle in some pepper. And then mushroom powder or MSG. This is what gives it that savoriness, that, you know, store-bought ranch flavor that you love so much. And some salt, and a secret ingredient, Worcestershire sauce. Just a touch, like a teaspoon's worth. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and stir everything through, and I'm going to make sure that everything is dissolved. But right about now, I realized I forgot to put sugar, so I'm going to go ahead and put 1/2 teaspoon of sugar just to give it a slight sweetness. Of course, stir through. I'm going to give it a taste. It tastes good to me, so I'm going to store it in the fridge until I'm ready to use it. So half an hour later, my wings are nice and dry. Look at them. They're very dry looking, and that's what I want them to be. So I'm going to spray down my air fryer basket with some cooking spray, and I'm just going to put in as many as I can in there, skin side down. That's important because I'm going to be cooking them skin side down first to let them cook through, and then flip it and so that they get nice and crispy in the end. I'm going to cook it for 15 minutes at 425 degrees to start. And then after the 15 minutes, I'm going to take them out. I'm going to give them a flip to let them crispen up on the skin side. Again, crispiness. And all I'm going to do now is cook it for 10 more minutes until nice, golden, and crispy. While the wings are finishing up, now would be a good time to cook the sauce. So, to a saucepan, I'm going to go in with 4 tablespoons of butter. And just when the butter is about to be melted, I'm going to go in with 1/3 cup of hot sauce. Go with whatever you like. You can use Frank's hot sauce for authentic buffalo wings, but use whatever you like. Depending on how tangy your hot sauce is, you might not need to add vinegar, but I'm going to add in a teaspoon of vinegar for some tanginess. And then some garlic powder for some garlickiness, and then some salt. And then I'm just going to stir this through. Make sure to get that butter emulsified into the hot sauce. You don't really want it to split, or else it's going to turn out greasy. So keep in mind, the amount of sauce I'm making is good enough for about 10 to 12 wings. So you have more, you can go ahead and double or triple this recipe. But once the sauces come together, let's put that aside and grab our wings, which should now look very golden and delicious. So let's transfer them to a bowl. Okay, so now let's get the sauce dumped in, all of it, again, because I made just enough for 10 to 12 wings. And there's nothing really left to do now but to toss it up. Make sure when you toss it, it gets all mixed around so that the sauce gets nice and coated on the wings. If you can't really toss it, you can go ahead and go in with a spatula like I am right now and just move it around, make sure that the sauce is coating the wings. So once it looks delicious and coated like this, it is time for the taste test.
Alright, these are the wings right here. Alright, first things first, I want to eat the non-sauced wing, I guess, just to show you how crispy they are. But before I try this, let me know, are you a drummet person or are you a, I guess, flat person? I personally am a flat person. Not that I am a flat person, but you get what I mean. Alright, so let's try this. Cheers. It's crispy. It's cooked all the way through to the bone. There's no undercookedness here. It's not dry. Now let's try a sauce one. Okay. I'm gonna try it flat because I'm a flat person, like I said. Cheers. Oh, that hot sauce is so good. Okay. Now let's try the ranch sauce, okay? Cheers. Oh, dripped a little. Cheers. I mean, it's so good. I love chicken wings. Okay, so let's talk about the ranch first. Using, mushroom powder or MSG, if you have that, is what gives it the ranchness that you're so familiar to. Like when you buy ranch from the store, that's where that flavor is coming from. And of course, it's creamy and it's delicious and it's tangy. It's the perfect dip for chicken wings. The other thing, the wing, like I said, it's very crispy. I mean, it's not the same crispiness or crunchiness like you would get when you deep fry it, but it's still very crispy. And it's juicy, and then the hot sauce is very good. I use the hot ones, the last dab. This is their like non-spicy one. You can use whatever hot sauce you want or you have on hand. If you have Frank's Buffalo hot sauce, that will make the best buffalo wings. With that said, give this recipe a try. If you like this video, hit the like button. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button or hit that button over there. Or for more videos like this, hit that one right over there. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.